Here we are, sat in the back of our lovely Range Rover L494. George is loving the picnic tables. He hadn't seen those before. He's like, wow, Dad, you fitted the picnic table. Anyway, we digress. There's another video on that. Do the little pointy thing. Oh, I've got to do it, have I?
Oh,
there.
I
There. Right, anyway, we digress. Today, we are going to remove this. Now, why are we removing this, George? Because show them on your door. We fitted lovely carbon fibre. Make some nice ooh noises, George.
Wow.
Ooh, that's nice. Yes, but we don't have it here, do we? We have just gloss black. Gloss black's good. Gloss black, nothing against that. But carbon fiber's lusher. So we are going to whoop this out. Now, you can do this in a couple of ways, as you will see. We will take this out. I will also show you how to take out the heater controls. There. Now, this car is a project car. It's bought crashed. It's got, as you'll see, some bits missing. Yeah, every day is a learning day on what's wrong with this car for me, but we'll show you and I'll try and explain how it will be on your car. Right, so it's not that bad at all. Now, in fact, this panel goes down here and it's held in with a series of spring clips, and it just pushes in and pulls out. Now, bear in mind, I'm not incredibly strong. When you go to pull yours out, you go, that guy made it look really easy. It's not because I'm strong. No, it's because this has been out a few times. Right, so if you get at the bottom and you pull here, right, oh, he says, there, right, and then, now you could use one of those little trim tools to do it, and you may need to, but if I show you where we're looking, right, and then it comes out with the little air vent. So can you see this little spring clip here? So it's got this little spring clip there, it's got one there, one there, one there, one there, 4. So you can see it needs to come back in this direction. And if you're struggling, you want to go in this top corner, you can see with a trim tool, that's where you want your force. And at the bottom, it's at the bottom. But you can get your hand under the middle, under the bottom here, quite easily. And those spring clips go into these 4 little holes and they pop in quite nicely. There's 2 down there. Right, so that's good, that's great. And we'll go and have a look in just a moment and we'll swap this over because we've got to remove, and I've coloured those screws in red. We're going to remove those. We're going to swap the air vent over. I'm going to put the lovely carbon fibre in. But while I'm here, I mean, where shall I put that? I'll put that up there for the moment, George. Right, I was going to show you how to remove the rest of this here, just in case you wanted to tap into some cables in here or do whatever or change this trim, right? So, how do we do it? Right, this little rubbery tray sort of pulls out. Again, yours might be a bit trickier, but it looks like you need to pull that front edge up. That looks like all the clips on that, doesn't it, George? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. It's got the nice pattern going through it, same as on the front grille mesh. When I looked at that new Defender, they had honeycomb and circles and too many different patterns. I like it when they use the same pattern throughout. Right, now I've got a screw missing here. Now George thinks I've got a screw loose, but no, I've only got one missing. Right. Do you know what that expression means, George?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, so let's have a look. So, again, I've coloured it in orange. Yours won't be orange. Right, so it's going to be a self-tapping screw. So I'll find another one like that when I put it all back together. Right, and then we're going to pull this out. Now, again, this is held in with spring clips. Those 2 screws and spring clips. And the bottom pulls out that way, and the top pulls out that way a bit. So you've got to do a bit of a and then a bit of a So I'm going to start at the bottom first and pull that now. That's as far as I can get at the bottom, and then we're going up at the top. Now that looked incredibly easy, and I'll show you why. Right, so we've got a little thing in. We've got to push that little middle bit in there to release that connector. So yeah, see that? Give that a little squidge and it releases that. Right, so this is that whole thing out there. Now, it should have a spring clip. Now, it's hard to see because it's like a chrome spring clip in. It looked like they actually chromed it with the spring clip there. So you should have one there. You should have one there, but I'm missing something there. I might have to go on eBay and buy another one of these panels. It looks like that bit snapped off there. Right, and then likewise at the bottom, we've got this one here and this one here. Now, these haven't got any spring clips even on them. So I'm going to have to go and buy some spring clips from Land Rover, and I'll probably put these spring clips on the website because they're used all over the car and they do ping off sometimes when you get them off. So just be careful, and sometimes you might find the spring clip left in the slot. So just double check your slot. So you've got those 2 slots there, And where are those other 2 slots? They're at the top here, look. There. So make sure you haven't got the spring. In fact, my look, it's even broken on this side. Look, there should be a bit of plastic across there. So there've been some animals having a go at this one, which is why it came out incredibly easily. But this car's had a hard life. Right, so I'm going to put that to one side. Let's go and swap this carbon bit over, George, and get it all back together. Right, here we are. So this is the carbon kit we're slowly fitting. We're doing a series of videos. We've done the doors. We'll do the rest. But the bit we're doing today is this bit here. Okay, so, right, and what we've got to do before we fit this one is we've got to remove these 4 screws here. Torx T20. Right, so how can we remember which way up it goes, George? Or is it going to be foolproof? Do you reckon they've got it foolproof so I can't put it on? I think they have, haven't they?
Yeah, probably.
I think these 2 screws are closer than those 2, so I think we're going to be... I like it when they make it foolproof. Right. There we go. Look at that fine use of one of my old shirts. I think you've got to go back to the videos 2 years ago to find me wearing those. Right. Don't want to be wasteful, do we, George?
No.
No. Happy birthday, George.
Thank you.
You having a good birthday, George?
Yeah.
No, you're not. You're lying. It's rubbish because we're on lockdown. Half your presents haven't turned up. Right. So there's that. So we hopefully can't get that in the wrong way. So that's the way we can't. It's going to be pointing a bit weird if we put it in that way, isn't it? So I think even you and I are going to be alright with that, George. Right. I don't know why I'm dragging you into this. Right. So that's the old bit. What I might do is I might steal these spring clips off here. So I think I can pull these off and replace those missing ones. You have to, they grip pretty well. Obviously that's the idea. I might have to get something up in there to get those out. No, I'm going to have to get some pliers on those. I think I'm going to bend them to... Oh, there you go. There you go. That's how they clip on. You see the little barbs in the middle there? Is it focused on that, George?
No, not really.
Not really. You have to tap the screen, George. Tap the screen.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm going to use those because I think those... So I'm going to generate myself 4 spring clips off the back of that in a minute when no one's looking. Right. I've forgotten which one's which now, George. Right. So that's the carbon one. That's the bit. I'm like a magician, isn't I? Right. Have I got it the right way? Yeah, that looks the right way. Has it or not? Yeah, that's it. Right, I'll join you back inside. I'll screw these 4 screws back inside and we'll go inside and I'll show you it all coming back together. Right, I'm just going to, those little metal clips I've stolen off that new fascia, I'm going to push onto there. Oh, they take some pushing on. They took some getting off, to be fair. There you go, look, it's so professional. There's a special tool for doing that. Seems weird. There we go. That's got one. That's got one. That hasn't got a thing. We'll look for a whole new frame on eBay. Right, I've got 2 extra clips. I'm up on the deal. Right. So let's get this plugged into here. I should click when it's in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Right. And then we'll get those top ones in first. Right. And then those, push that front one over that. No, it's not having that. It's not too low, is it? Maybe those clips aren't the same. Maybe they're different. Have another go. No, we'll gloss over that. Those clips are clearly not the right clips. I'll order the right clips. Everyone just pretend that's clipped in. Right, now let's get this carbon bit. This is what we're really interested in. Remove the protective film. Right then. That's all good. That's all good. Gosh, they are fierce, those clips. When they're new, they are fierce. Right, there we go. That's that in, and then what we need to do is put that bolt back in, and then we are nearly done. Put our little ashtray back on. Right, put the second one in. Those of you lucky enough to have two, and then this one, I think we're going to throw it. Locate that in, and then push those down. There we go. Carbon fibre rear console upgrade done.